What is going on YouTube? This is Acid Roots. So I'm going to review a mixtape, a 2012 mixtape by KayO Rad Bass. This particular product is called YNS2 Full-Time Grinding Nick. This particular product is called YNS2 Full-Time Grinding Nick. Came out in the summer of 2012. Now, within first about it here, the particular YNS stands for Young Nigga Shit 2, as far as these supposed to have full-time grind, as far as these supposed to happen. So, particularly, this is hosted by OJ the Juice Man and Good X and Ferris. So, within this folk, particular KayO Red is Brick Squad Monopoly pitch like that, extended type fairs within some of these type fairs. Now, within the product, for folks who don't, is Fullbound. No, he is an actual brother to Waka Flocka Flame pitches like that. The unfortunate aspect is he is no longer here within these pitches, but his banging toughness when I get to this folk within these particular pitches. I actually this particular folk, blisteringly enough, slipped beneath my radar back in those particular days. Definitely very should have paid far more attention to some of these type fairs within the aspect back in those days, within the aspect within the banging typeness, paying attention to Slim Duncan and Frenchie, some of those type folks, and a bunch of folks from Brick Squad Monopoly. But to the fair about it within these pitches, Waka Flocka did not commonly kind of tout this dude as Fullbound within these pitches. He was deeper within the trenches. I can't recount if he was really ever on any songs with Slim Duncan and fairs like that. Slim Duncan, some of these extra type folks, other type folks like Debo Montana. D-Debo Montana shows up at least one or two times on here, pitches like that. YG Hootie's on here at least once with like one of the Brick Squad kind of particular posse cuts pitches like that. Was kind of the ordeal as far as saying within aspects that he was not that commonplace, touted with some of these type pitches. Now that's unfortunate because this is a real capital type mixtape. I'm just going to go ahead and say the 18 songs that are on here, recommend all 18. Out of all 18 songs that are on here, pitches like that, recommend all 18. Now I'm going to talk about at least 16 and a half of these within these pitches. One of which is a mixtape freestyle of songs pitches like that amongst those hit type times, which is Wild Boy by MGK, banging type pitches. Then 100 Shots, which I do fuck with, but it is an 8.5 minute song pitches like that, so it's kind of fair as far as saying it's kind of a more extended listen, but particularly within these products here, as far as paying attention to pitches like that, like I was saying, this ferocity of this mixtape's off. The ferocity of this mixtape's off the meter as far as these first I'm just banger after banger after banger after banger, just threaded and just complete visceral within these pitches. For the performance, gonna have plenty of these type ones: Rap Star, Party Hard, EA 93, Californication, Chill Out. Some of these type ones, Squad Life, just blistering one after the other. As far as these pitches gonna have, you will definitely get shit faced Fullbound within this particular product, and just keep in mind the aspect of probably having to have some health checks within these pitches as far as like the formats. As far as like the formats of keeping things consistent within the fair, of like not getting too out of control pitch like that. So surprise for us saying, but just the product, I mean, that's definitely a good thing within these pitches. Now just keep in mind the regulations of a pitch like that, and that includes the shit for gals. Since the products there, this has some aspects within the tone of having like BZ type fits and polished girls pitches like that along for the right sense type aspects. So it's kind of the tone of being shoddy, being cozy, so nice that pitch is just on top of that. Just kind of fair as far as paying attention, like the flair and the variety as far as these pitches kind of have. Since the banging typeness is getting towards the like particular, consistent kind of street light house party type collect pitches like that. But it's kind of fair as far as saying it's rougher than most particular gals on the regular probably get towards the notation of pitch like that. So just something to kind of have within the monitor of like the extra aspects pitch like that. But it's kind of very simple enough pitch like that. But it's looking at the aspects of blistering typeness, fairs, good frosty pitch like that. So it's the aspects as far as saying, yeah, I mean within the pitch, I'm not as full bunch sure as to how many complete downloads this mixtape had back in these days. Waka Flocka is not on here whatsoever. I think kind of similar to like Eminem's brother, which was it's kind of in similar type fashions to Eminem's brother Nate Kane, as far as these pitches can happen, with kind of the aspect that it was not as commonplace touted within these pitches, as far as like the Fullbound type variety of like wanting to probably likely stand on within the own webs pitch like that. But it's just kind of fair. Now this is post Slim Duncan within these fairs. It's unfortunate that he didn't have anything whatsoever to do with this either within these pitches. The aspects as far as saying, for the most part, this is pretty sans. Mostly, I mean, the folks that are kind of on this particular product are some folks that I have not. Like, I'm not sure if Lil Chucky, this is a folk that might be a part of like particular Young Money pitch like that's a good pull to get him on there. Folk Woo the Kids on here at least once within these pitches. First and foremost, going to happen. OJ the Juice Man does host this particular product, show up a couple of times pitch like that, so some banging type ordeals that he still fucks with this type him fucking with these aspects for these pitch happen. He was extended, kind of collected one of the head honchos of Brick Squad pitches like that. So he's on here, Trey Pounds and these stuff, folks. Blair Maxberry, folks like that. So it's kind of pitched. There are plenty of type folks on here within these pitches, but it's just the web of how large spread that kind of Brick Squad and Brick Squad Monopoly kind of was pitched like that with some banging typeness to pay attention towards it here. Definitely some of these type pairs, like I said, the carnage really goes haywire within these pitches. Just definitely shit to pay attention to. There are some buzz singles on here, just stay on top of it. Some of these type ones, like I feel like full-time grind, definite excellent kind of makeshift type embrace. There's some ones on here like particular Californications, like typical kind of dap piff. Just if you fuck with players like Lil Durk back in his early 2010s type prime pitch like that, sunset ones are just to miss the night fog, just typical kind of street soldier type noise pitch like that, banging type Ness, house party type carnage like rap star and party hard, some of that ones, miss that hoe, and there's some dance club kind of pop that type tunes for chicas, for candy coated type divas like miss that hoe in particular, Red Room Scotland too, as far as these pairs have this within the pitch for us, saying banging type ordeals, pitch like that. So I'm going to get towards it here with some of these type pitches. So yeah, banging type ones here. So talk about some of these type ones in the aspects as far as these pitches can happen. Right, once again, 10 out of 10 mixtapes. So full-time grinds of hitting type ones, like an extra kind of factory trap post up to get and get done as far as these pitches can happen. Just have cold beer in hand since the fairs if you don't have the dry pitch like that. Just have a croissant in your system. Pick up some gas station croissants. Pitch like that is kind of bunking. Some of these type of ordeals. So it's kind of pitch as far as saying, no, within the collects as far as that particular fair goes, just another bunking, just workshop pitches like that since the fairs just getting towards the product of these kind of belated type fairs pitches like that. So it's just the embrace of some of these particular type products, so just the sunshine type product and pitches like that. It's the aspect of like just in a more red skies kind of trap type sense pitches like that. So it's kind of variety as far as just getting towards salute the day fairs like that. It's kind of pitch like happy to have gotten it done, some of these type pitches, but it's kind of product of time to get more factory type rope ups since that products in the pitch as far as these varieties gonna happen. But yeah, just basic kind of trap makeshift pitch like that. So it's the product of some of those type fairs, just embrace of like Subway and Budweiser pitch like that since the fairs, but just standard kind of leftover work shift in the Rappos pitch like that. Californications, the hitting type ones, like a lit factory kind of night wind embrace to get to here, pitches like that. Just a dat piff classic, easily within these pitches, just very Flocka taste, some of these type of aspects, just local stroll, some of these type fairs. So this, you know the drill, some of these type ones, just playing banging type varieties, pitch like that, playing these type folks, Lil Durk, Fredo Santana, Cheap Key, folks like that, and the Slim Duncan, some of these type folks pitch like that, Frenchie, and particular Tay Don, some of these type folks, Just Rich Gates playing these type hit type fries pitch like this. This aspect Taco Bell runs, obviously within these pitches, just picking up like some quesadillas and quesadillas pitch like that, some of this type so just kind of missed the night one, this typical type embrace, hitting up like a food for less, some of these type ordeals, some of these type aspects with the tone. Appreciate like the night shift, go pick up some swishers easily within these pitches, good nice varieties. Chill out's a hitting type one that goes along pretty hand in hand with some of these type ones like Californication, as well as like a blistering rave. Chill out's like a blistering rave, kind of typical dat piff carnage to get fairs like that, just definite wide awake. I'd say some of these type fairs is grape sweets in your system, definitely within these pitches, and leftover tacos to kind of have this kind of pitch as far as leftover tacos pitch like this. Some of those stuff varieties, heating them up in the microwave, going out for a stroll, since the baskets in the tone as far as these pitches can happen, just getting towards the product of this hell of a time pitch like that. Just kind of the fair, maybe picking up some hot pockets nearby grocery store pitch like that, since the price, but just getting towards the pitch of this active kind of night winds and gliss and excitement as far as these pitches can have excellent type pitches. Rain Wade's a hitting type one within these aspects, as well as like a red hot kind of routine bang to get, this block and street light kind of daps and say pitch like that. Sunset Fairs is ramen outside, definitely within these hit type varieties, so just kind of having a bowl of that. Sunset Fairs, usually you would think ramen kind of being more indoors, but it's kind of pitched ramen outside, definite hot pocket. Sunset Fairs pitch like that. Good nice varieties to have paper plates and pitch like that for some of these type fairs amongst this mixtapes and memes as far as these fairs go. So just post up some of that type noise pitch like that, some of these type varieties. Enchiladas at 2 in the morning, so it's a pitch amongst it. Just kind of collective pitches like that. Rainway is definitely an excellent collect with your pals, pitch like that, banging typeness, get towards the product, pitch like that. Another good one with these products is Squad Life. This is real blistering type ones, like a vintage kind of banging, kind of Waka Flocka, Terror, and Fog Surf to get to here, pitch like that. Just pick up muffins for Galsons to pitch amongst it. Just kind of some Parkside type toke pitch like that. So some of these type of PLs, so it's dope as fuck. That D-Devo 110 is on the song, pitch like that. Very refreshing within since their products getting toasted on those their products. Definitely. Now within the pitch, I like the product of this kind of being independent from not needing like the necessary help, but within these pitches, it is good to see some familiar faces pitch like that within the Brick Squad camp. Some of these type fairs, once again, probably would have been real blistering. Slim Duncan to have been on here as Pat. Been real blistering for Slim Duncan to have been on here pitch like that. Other type folks within these pitches, Day Day and the Dirt Gang Collective, some of these type pitches. Definite blistering kind of factory kind of like Fredo Santana, Chief Keef, this Dat Pip drill type syrup pitch like that. It's one of the more rave type ones definitely within these pitches. Real hypnotic kind of flare pitch like that. Some of those type ones should take you right back to 2009, 2011. Some of these type pitches amongst the good nice varieties. 2012 and like it's prime good excellent pitches. Fuck You Saying's a real nice one with these aspects as well as like a Raven Ballistic kind of factory drill to get to some drill kind of Fuck You Saying's like a Raven Ballistic kind of factory drill berserkers to get to here pitch like that. This classic Flockavelli, I definitely say easily within these pitches. Just all night fairs like that easily within these aspects as well. Particularly Fuck You Saying's just like Ballistic kind of Flockavelli where he'd be Fuck You Saying's definitely Ballistic type fair with Flocka, or he'd be going Flocka and some of those type pitches amongst the fray. Just definitely ad-libbing pitches like that. So instead of fries, just definite like songs like Bang and like Live by the Gun, some of those type pitches. Some of those type fries, G-Check, some of those type ones from Flocka Valley, definite blistering type products pitch like that. Just all night type fair. Just the carnage, just some of these type fries, very invigorating pitch like that. Hit type appeals. Missed that hose, real quality type ones, like a feeling gnarly and rough kind of tune within pitch like that. And by rough, just the product of really certain gals gonna really get towards the product of some ballisticness, just barbs everywhere, pitch like that. Sense of ours is spitting some lean ass game, just gins in your system, definitely within these products, just meme shirts to pick up for gals, since their products is leftover type bars, just some late type shopping, Walmart being hitting up Walmart at like 10 o'clock p.m. So instead of pitches, it's the aspect of getting towards the product. So instead of first, it's kind of with the pitch like these aspects now. It's kind of with the aspect, obviously, compared to like Hot Topic and some of these places, Walmart has like some degree of good meme type shirts pitched like that. So instead of PLs, not say as if they're bad, but it's just kind of pitched just the aspect, whether or not it would be there within these pitches, but it's the variety of discs. Good, nice meme type shirt to pick up, like good nice meme shirt to pick up pitch like that, like open till 1 a.m. or later since that pitch. But the variety for these hit type appeals, just ears definitely with some of these type products. It's kind of product a gal probably within these aspects, just seeing what particular said Starlet and Dame have to say within these pitch for this product kind of happens. Now within the pitch, the carnage about this song is not within the product of more Wednesday afternoon. It's not within the product of more Wednesday afternoon and kind of Thursday gulag type aspects when the tone as far as these pitch can have, but it's the tone as far as saying just find out what's making folks tick past like the 6 o'clock p.m.'s pitch like that. It's kind of the two-tone side of things. Some of these type pitches within the aspect, good, nice fairs. EA93 is the hitting type one. This is one that OJ the Juice Man's on, good pitch like that. It's like a Pals Along, definitely a good supply run and blitzkrieg kind of primer to get to here, pitch like that. Probably a ferocious type one and like a good kind of weaving type sense excellent aspects here. Go grab like another hypnotic, some donut bags on top of that. So yeah, just within the aspects. So it's kind of fair, not the first type run for some of these, but just the Bacardi's pitch. The Bacardi's polished off since the pitches. Folks are hungry for some more. It's like, hey, some of y'all type folks, couple, 2 or 3 y'all need to go pick up another hypnotic. Definitely get some donuts for the gal. Get some donut bags for the gals. Pitch like that since the fair's just sloshed as hell since that price. So it's kind of pitch as far as like very exhilarating pitch like that. Since that price as far as like the tarot kind of goes, twisted within since the price. This kind of pitch. It just probably bringing a red cup along for the ride. Probably having one just right outside food fillet. Almost within certain type varieties, just leaving like your drink right outside food fillets pitch like that, and then getting back towards the product zone and stuff pitches amongst it. But just quick within these pairs, just pick up like the pick up the supply product, get back towards as far as these pitches can happen. Party Hard's a hitting type one with these aspects, as well as like a complete haywire and mixtape kind of Gucci Mane wasted type aspects, pitch like that. So it's just kind of that particular song supersized. So when you think of some of that with Gucci Mane's wasted, that was kind of one of those type house party mixtape type bangs within the pitch of disc, kind of bringing that to like more commercial kind of radio polish. And that's still a pretty destructive type song within the pitch. It does have the glam type factor of like the Fat Boy beat and the hook that has the affability pitch like that for like late 2000s type era. But this is kind of like the frosty of that particular carnage of it, just kind of the mixtape kind of push and just the barrelness definite for some keg stands, vodka pong, something to pitch amongst it. Just have like puppy chow for gals, something to pitch, go pick up like goodies, something to aspects, extra almond joys pitch like that. Just a GG type song, definitely. Also pretty close to like a good buzz type single within pitches like Wild Boy by MGK, pitch like that, so it's banging type one. So it's the aspects for us in the ballisticness is excellent within those fairs, pitch like that. Good accent flair. Rap Star's a good, nice banging one, as well as like an electric kind of house party and collect to kind of get to here, pitch like that. Some collect, definitely house party and collect kind of destruction, I'd say. Some of these type aspects. Bass pump, definitely within these pairs amongst it. Just get shit faced easily within these pairs amongst some of these type varieties. Just probably no memories. Just kind of the aspect, if you really get towards some of this type heat within the aspects like the fair, like the speed of these particular songs on here is probably not going to have too many memories or just really the recollection pitch like that. So super gnarled pitch like that about Rap Star, sometimes that pitches amongst it. Red Room Scotland too is a hitting type one within these aspects as well. Good banging type ness, like a dance club kind of popped that for divas, sometimes that pitched amongst it. It's kind of some of these type aspects kind of getting back towards the fray. It likes the Benny type bangs. It's kind of pitch. Then the aspect of then the aspect like these neighborhood flares pitch like that. It's a good nice one for some of these type varieties are getting towards like some some good Magic City and kind of night venue, nightclub type aspects within tone, like some blistering typeness, similar within fashions. Now within the pitch, obviously, KayO is just as ballistic as Future with songs like Same Damn Time, but these are some of these type pitch, like some step out, kind of get towards the product of more brick and mortar type aspects within the pitch, where you can order some drinks, some of these type aspects, good nice. Going out for tortillas and wings, pitch like that. Some of these hit type appeals. Just peach blunts, definitely for divas. Some of these type aspects. Just hella phone swag. Some of these type pitches amongst it here. Just Adam Sandler memes. Probably pick up like a T. Just kind of with the pitch, whether or not these have the aspect of like good collect within these pitches, so the dance club type variety within these pitches, but it's kind of aspect of just like pull aside as well within these particular tones amongst it. So this within the pitch of phone swag, some of these type pitches, the list of kind of the fares that's kind of on your phone, they're like the stock type ones within the aspects, like the ones that are probably the most ballistic pitch like that, to just kind of thinking of like a real nice razor sharp kind of David Spade type meme within these pitches, and Chris Tucker type meme kind of get towards within these pitches. It's going to have gal really twitching pitch like that. It's good, nice ordeals. Just kind of get a T. Some of these type aspects. Now within pitch, just kind of within the accommodate type aspect, kind of within pitch. If it's more homebound, if it's more of like a hosting type ordeal, where this is more you taking care of some of these type products, just kind of having the pitch, but just the backpack full of some of these type fares, kind of pitch, just having like a T aside, some of these type pitches, making like a 2-minute kind of beeline for a gas station, so it's that pitch amongst it. But it's kind of fair, just some of that. Good, nice varieties pitch like that, but just kind of the aspect of this like good consistent kind of carnage pitch like that. Just want to have fun. It's a nice one with these aspects. Well, good X and banginess, like an occasion kind of revving hardcore is kind of the products. Some of these stuff here is definitely within ballisticness. Just hella jump and blitz, I'd say, here within these products. Great sweets going. Some of these aspects just get towards the chatter pitch like that. It's kind of some of these type products where the gins start getting in your system, Bacardi starts getting in your system, fairs like that, starting to really get towards feeling it. Now within the pitch, kind of regulating some of those stuff fairs, kind of having the pacedness kind of amongst it, and same thing with particular stars that. Same thing with starlets amongst the variety pitch like that, but it's kind of fair as far as saying just the aspects as far as getting towards it, just the chatter kind of going, just but the chatter going, paying attention towards some of these type products. If Tekken's kind of going, since the pitch, the extra products making some of these type products within the pitch, and just having like a good host type variety, making like quesadillas and nachos, some of these fares for extra collectives pitch like that, kind of get the accommodations for some of these type pitches. Throw on like Pulp Fiction, some of these basics, just kind of pitch it, just meme a little bit, fares like that, just kind of some post-ups, stupid kind of snickery kind of Wayans Brothers mean to throw in their pitch like that, some separate deals with good pitch like that, some section type varieties. YNS, young nigga shit's a hitting type one with these aspects as well as like a Leary and a gas kind of fog and brace to get to here, just get splifted, definitely some of these type fairs, just kind of have some of that type product out in the wind, just some gab spells definitely with these products, just drops kind of within the product on top of that. It's kind of reading up with folks, kind of mildly figuring out next modes. Now within the pitch, the carnage amongst this album is more focused on like Friday night, Saturday night, Thursday night type fare, where it's kind of the aspects not to stay within those Fridays, but it's kind of pitched. It's kind of not so much the Fullbound type focus on like the grind shift and the more Tuesday afternoon, Monday morning, and Wednesday afternoon type fare. Amidst like the sweat and like the sweat and the muscle of it, pitch like that, but it's kind of right, just keeping that particular spell of it in mind for folks that are kind of within the product to like next moves and modes since they're products in the pitch. But definitely some post up outdoor type freight pitch like that, quick good assorted kind of gab spells since that pitches just drops like I was saying, pitch like that since surprise to this next mode since that pitches kind of some good embark on top of that. Now within the variety, if you're not too leery if you're not too queasy to drive pitches like that within these aspects, some of those type varieties, just getting towards some of those type aspects within a night shift type player, the grind shift type variety pitch like that, but just kind of product of this. Probably this also on top of that, this kind of like a beeline for food for less since that Ferris is picking up donuts, picking up spicy Doritos and fares like that, Spotify gift card since I pitched amongst it, but just good X and prize for these pitch can happen to submit like the fair. Sane into insane's nice within these aspects as well. I think this is one of the last type ones I haven't talked about is Fullbound, like a tittering and queasy kind of commotion sludge you get to here, pitch like that. Just go grab like some Fruit Loops, something random within these pitches. Kind of these varieties, it's kind of on a hunger pang type aspect within the pitch as far as like the aspects like the tone of disc, getting tore up, but just kind of that random kind of some panderings pitch like that. It's kind of variety of dislike. You want some barbecue Pringles, you want some pizza Pringles pitch like that, want some Fruit Loops, sensitive basket, some pitch to some of these type hit type varieties. Randomly get like those dough biscuits to make in the oven pitch like that, just Walmart type pickups. It's probably within the fair of some of those type of products as you get towards that. There's probably some fairs where you probably are going to have some needs to sit within these pitches to dispel pitch like that. So it's kind of variety as far as staying with this kind of product of definitely the variety of being sloshed AF pitch like this, just with an aspect as far as saying, but just a good accent blushing type disc. This the exhilaration amongst this product is very off the chain, like I was saying, pitch like this. There's plenty of these type aspects from the tone. I think that more or less takes care of it within these pitches, apart from possibly one other type one, which would be actually there might be a few other type ones. Ruga Red's a hitting type one with these aspects as well. Ruga Red's like a routine kind of neighborhood weaving to get to here, bitch like that. Just some street light collect, I'd say, re-ups and touch bass songs that bears just kind of vodka ups and stuff varieties. So kind of like the pitch like songs like Just Want to Have Fun and some of the stuff aspects within like the tone of Rain Waits and stuff pitches. Definitely appreciate like the Night Stars and just the sludge of it as far as these aspects going to happen. This particular this re-up type product pitch like that, just seeing what the good seeing what's really good since the bastards and tones for these pitch gonna happen. Recent kind of mixtape pitch, other type gossip pitch like that, standard T since the bastards and tone. Just definitely get some vodka pitch like that. It's outdoor type fair since the bastards. It's further type product, kind of have some hot pockets outside and pitch like that since the fairs. Get some ranch going pitch like that. It's kind of good sludge since the bastards amongst it. I'm not sure if I talked about Hood Stars yet with these pitches. Hood Stars is a nice one pitched like that. It's like a getting towards some house party kind of crumpness to get to here pitched like that. This great dusk embrace, I'd say it's another nice one for like the pair just got done with things. Just the what up since that fairs amongst it, bust out the gin definitely as far as these products can happen. So this kind of aspect, just beeline towards the product like the home base and the home plate for the day as far as these pitches can happen. Just the camp where things are going to kind of get towards the product just with pals since that pitched amongst it. Hood Stars is a closer type one to some radio glam pitch like that. It's definitely one of those type ones of disc. It's kind of gulag, but it's just kind of in a more red skies kind of terror type sense some stuff pitches. So it's kind of the aspect as far as saying paying attention towards that. Doesn't have like the kind of Bruno Mars or kind of like Roscoe Dash type hook on here pitch like that. But it's the variety as far as saying definite bang kind of buzz single pitch like that. I definitely say within these pitches as far as saying, but just the aspect of some of those stuff here is just the excitement factor of just another bang kind of buzz day taken care of with these pitches, getting past like the grease factor, like the standard product, just the dusk embrace of getting like a cold beer in hand since the pitch, definitely with the variety chirping some folks pitch like that, figure out the next moods and modes since the pitches, just definitely bust out some of these gins and Bombays pitch like that. If not, kind of go and figure out what's good with some starlets pitch like that amongst these type fairs, good accent pitches amongst it. I think the last one I haven't talked about on here within these pitches is 100 Shots. Now within these pitches, this is kind of an almost song. I recommend this song within these pitches, but it's kind of varied as far as saying it is about 8.5 minutes pitch like that, but still good, nice classic staple pitch like that. It's like a superb kind of monster mat 100 shots, like a superb kind of monster mash and heater to kind of get within these products here. Just blackouts and routine kind of haywire, I'd say, pitch like that. Just some definite fog to get to here, some stuff aspects. Classic Flocka Valley, classic Salute Me or Shoot Me, classic Menace to Society by Slim Duncan, classic Salute Me or Shoot Me by Waka Flocka, classic Menace to Society by Slim Duncan, Science of Fairs amongst this pitch like that, this particular just DAP piff, some of these type fairs within pitch, certified mixtape, just plenty of these consistent type bangers, same sort of frosty pitch like that, easy enough, go for a Taco Bell run, says the pitch amongst this Chipotle in there, pitch like that, Popeye, some of these hit type deals, this places that are going to be open past 8:30 p.m. pitch like this, and surprise just to miss like the night fog, go smoke behind some billions, gets us some Parkside type fair with the legality of a pitch like that, just hit type price, some of these type aspects, just within pitch as far as I'm paying attention towards it here, easily enough just to stay within these prices, just on top of things within these pitches, just kind of the product of just classic mixtape, just to say like that. Just within the aspect, I just feel like the low-key type facet amongst this mixtape is just very uncommon within that particular tone. I think most people, within certain type varieties, there might be folks kind of within the same type aspects, but within these facets, it's not as super complex that Flocka really talks his Fullbound about some type pitch within tones, kind of the aspect. Really, within the fair of like particular KayO Red's more then the fair KayO Red shorter type career pitch like that, he only really dropped maybe approximately 3 mixtapes. I know this is this, like I was saying, this is the second one he dropped. This is the second one. He dropped one in 2011 and one in 2013. Now, there might be like some bonus type products. I'm not sure if he had like similar aspects like Slim Duncan where there were some extra type fairs just on top of that with like some buzz type products, but it's kind of pitch. There wasn't like multitudes upon multitudes of these within these pitches, but it's definite. Just the blisteriness as to how quickly this shot up within the fair, just like the quality and just aspect, like the execution is just, there definitely need to be far more of these things pitch for these pitch, but this. Easy kind of consistent bang, 10 out of 10 score. Social score is going to get definitely within the price. I think it's simple enough to say 10 out of 10 within these pitches within the aspect. Just paying attention. The house party carnage on here, the venue sleeves, some stuff aspects within these tones, the street light kind of out in the fray pitch like that, paper plates and red cups and blue cups, some stuff fairs amongst it, just picking up like muffins and puppy chow for gals, some stuff pitches, some dance go kind of pop that. It's the aspect of being split to this hell, some queasy kind of food for less type runs, some stuff aspects, just the berserkish, just dap with your pals pitch like that, just sitting on drops, some stuff fairs, figure out some next modes, and the pitch like that Tibble type fairness. Within the pitch, this actually has a little bit heavier focus on some of like that collect and this overall type white noise and just like the carnage factor of it compared. Waka Flocka within these pitches kind of gets more to like the product of like the tariff kind of within like the grind type factor on top of that with like some night missions and fairs like that, but this has a pretty consistent type aspect like the embellish and fairs like that, which is good. Just definitely ballistic within these pitches. The varieties for us saying just getting towards these aspects and just really getting towards the carnage, some of these type fairs. And this is not to be antisocial either, easy kind of rub elbows and some of these type pitches with the aspect of just shooting the shit for like a good consistent while with pals pitch like that, just post up, figure out the reasons and just the aspect like the figuring out the recents and the dealios as far as these first games, just banging within pitch as far as those products kind of happen within the hit type appeals of pitch like that. So the aspect for us in this blister typeness, vodka punks, and stuff pitches to really get towards the shit face typeness. There should be a red cup in your hand probably throughout most of the consistent fair amongst the style and pitch like that. Muffins for gal on top of that, some stuff pitches, just paying attention to like the products, some stuff fairs, just daps, some stuff pitch amongst it. The aspects for us. And so in terms of the future, the unfortunate aspect is within the fact is that KayO Red has been deceased for about a dozen years within these pitches within the aspect. Definite, most assured kind of RIP pitches like that, but some hit type appeals. I'm going to get to further these type products by this particular cat. I have one that's scheduled within these pitches. It may not surface for quite some time as the pitch there. I'm going to get to get towards the other couple ones within these products, but this is a classic, easy enough to see within these pitches. It's very blistering and should definitely knock the doors off the hinges quite easily.